many organizations, it's a time filled with hesitation. Leaders gather to shape the future. But there's a problem. Excitement is low, skepticism is high, and game-changing ideas seem out of reach. Why? In a world that demands agility and innovation, why do so many strategic plans end up looking the same? Comfort zones, short-termism, and an over-reliance on luck keep leaders grounded in the familiar. The result? A plan that's too safe, too routine, and uninspiring. For a CEO, the stakes are high. In a rapidly shifting landscape, incipient threats loom. They are often invisible, lurking beneath the surface, dismissed or downplayed. But each hidden risk represents a potential for missed opportunity, a ticking clock threatening to undermine their legacy. Beyond profits and performance, there's something far more profound at risk: the CEO's legacy. The drive for short-term gains can erode the foundation of any lasting impact. Years of hard work, vision, and leadership can vanish in the blink of an eye, leaving behind only missed opportunities and regret. The villain here is clear: inertia. Fear of risk, the comfort of business as usual, and a wait-and-see mindset which paralyzes organizations. Strategy becomes a checkbox exercise rather than a powerful guiding force. For leaders, it's more than a professional problem. It's deeply personal. When game-changing ideas are met with skepticism or outright resistance, frustration and anxiety set in. Over time, hope fades, replaced by a relentless question: is a breakthrough even possible? But what if we could change this? What if a planning process could reliably produce game-changing strategies? Today, these probably seem to be a matter of luck or charismatic leadership. Maybe we have it all wrong, and game-changing strategy comes from a new possibility. Can the plan, which an offsite produces, consistently generate a breakthrough each and every time? If it were only possible to produce such an outcome every time, it must fit into certain criteria most CEOs want from their planning. Let's include them in our thinking. First, the plan would have to be inspirational. It can't just be a continuation or extrapolation of business as usual. Nokia, BlackBerry, and Ericsson thought they were safe as they looked to the future. So did Kodak. Second, the plan would have to be credible. Leaders are tired of unrealistic, hyperbolic objectives no one really believes in. Third, implementation needs to start quickly, so the process cannot take too much time and energy. Fourth, the decisions which go into the plan must have the emotional support of all those involved at the top of the organization. No one, in the C-suite or board, can be left behind or left out. With these 4 criteria in mind, how do you go about custom designing a process that produces game-changing decisions? Step 1. The best way for a team of up to 20 leaders to work together to initiate the process is to arrive at a joint understanding of the current situation. This includes not only how the organization has been performing, but also the outside influences at play. But note, this cannot be simply a PowerPoint presentation or the opinion of an outside consultant. Instead, think of each function playing its part in creating a joined-up view of today's reality. As you do so, allow insights to emerge for the first time. Step 2. While it's easy to start throwing up random aspirations on a whiteboard, take this unusual step so that everyone is located on the exact same time frame. Pick a planning year between 15 and 30 years away. Don't copy another organization or a different industry or President Kennedy's moonshot. This is an internal determination only your team can make. To help the debate, consider the extremes. That is, what happens when the time frame is too short or too long? Find the sweet spot for your organization and come to consensus on a single year. Step 3. Here your team needs to follow a process to create a single picture of the desired future for the target year. This is a picture painted using words and numbers, an imagined destination. It's all-encompassing and includes, for example, elements of financial results, customer experiences, internal capabilities, human resources, and any others you wish to include. As you may imagine, this goes far beyond a typical vision statement, which is vague and wide open to interpretation. Instead, it brings the team together in a unified, shared aspiration. Step 4. Now that you have a single view of the future of your organization corresponding to a particular year, it's time to make it measurable. Work together to convert that aspiration into a list of measurable targets. As you do so, prepare an initial list of projects and initiatives which are necessary to move the company to its final destination. Step 5. Choose a small team for this step. The creation of a Merlin chart using the backcasting technique. Their job is deceptively simple. Starting with the output of the prior step, they'll produce a single chart in the form of a spreadsheet. Along the left will be the prior list of target measures. Along the top will be a timeline with a column listed for each major year. Make sure to include the current year with today's results. Then fill in the targets for each metric for the final year, taken from the prior step. Now, the fun begins. Plan the future by filling in the body of the chart with interim milestones for each year. Then craft a Gantt chart with the start and end dates of all the projects and initiatives required. The end result, a Merlin chart, will tell the story of how your interventions drive measurable results within the chosen time frame. But here's an expert tip. Be conservative. Step 6. With the full team together again, walk through the Merlin chart and make final edits. Aim for a feasible plan that looks logical and everyone can get behind. Then, use the strategy map technique to depict the first few years of the Merlin chart. When that task is done, assign projects to individual sponsors and ask them to define it in some more detail. This is the final activity in the offsite, and a great point to stop. The most difficult decisions have been made, and there should be a feeling of accomplishment. In summary, strategic planning doesn't have to be routine, forced, or lackluster. When credibility meets inspiration, C-suites transform from being drivers of daily processes to becoming the architects of game-changing, lasting legacies. It's time for a new kind of strategy. What will your legacy be? Is your team ready to balance inspiration with credibility and take on a vision that could redefine what's possible? Let's get started.